creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum, but people come to see them, etc., etc. Morticia, she played that's Carolyn Jones' TV sitcom. She played Morticia in that. She was also in, I think, one of Elvis's best movies, King Creole. He was that young cocky guy, like about that age. Walter Matthau was Carolyn's boyfriend. But anyway, it's a good movie. I'm going to play a song I wrote about being homeless. When me and Joanne were at the top of our game, she was with U.S. Air at that time. We lived in a beautiful log house out in Socastee. I was at the top of my game. 1992, I guess it was, the Carolina Opera, the year we got, me and Joanne got married, 92 and 93. But anyway, I wrote this song. It's kind of a premonition song because I was homeless in 2006. So this is kind of tricky finger picking. I can get it right. People think I'm lazy, they don't even know how that I went crazy long, long time ago. Working every day from morning until dark. Now I spend my time just sitting in the park. Can you spare a nickel? Can you spare a dime? I'd like to buy some coffee for this friend of mine. People think he's crazy, people think he's dead, but I know he's still living here inside my head. Scary place to be. Preacher says that Jesus is coming back again, and I think I'm ready for this world to end. Chasing after money ain't my kind of thing. I'd rather be in heaven, hear the angels sing. Can you spare a nickel? Can you spare a dime? I'd like to buy some coffee for this friend of mine. People think he's crazy, people think he's dead, but I know he's still living here inside my head. Scary place I got to be. And you know, I was homeless in 2006 to about 2008, I guess that. Anyway, when I first started my homeless journey, I was manic as hell. Come to think about it, I took off for Nashville with $100. The bus ticket was $100. I bumped 20 off my son, and I showed up at the Nashville Rescue Mission. It's free, place to stay. They feed you and stuff, but you can't get out at night because you got to be in there about really sometimes 3:34 to get a ticket for a bed. I've told this story before in the video about Amanda, the song I'm getting ready to play. About 6 o'clock, you had to show up and get in line for your bed and your meal and go to church, and that was it. You're down for the night. It was walking distance from all the honky tonks in Nashville. I used to go by Layla's and see a group called Gypsy. They're not even together anymore. Brother and Three Sisters Bluegrass. They played some contemporary stuff too. They were really good. And one day I said, I don't think I'm gonna. But so anyway, that's why I'm leaving a big part of the story out. I decided I was going to find a stairwell to sleep in. I started at the Renaissance Hotel, went to the Hilton, Holiday Inn Express, all these different fancy hotels, downtown Nashville. But I'd get caught by, the security would find me and kick me out. Finally, at the Sheraton, I went up as far as you could. I started off on the 25th story, and there was roof access, and security found me, and they kicked me out. But I came back. They had a nightclub on top of the building, looked kind of like a flying saucer on the street that's round, all these light windows lit up, and they had to have a fire escape. So I'm like, fuck, nobody ever went up on that far, and I was up there for months. I had a big pile of dirty clothes. I'd steal my clothes and shaving supplies, clean up in public restrooms, and I kind of had it worked out as a homeless guy. But anyway, one day I'm walking past the Broadway Brew House. I glanced inside. This gorgeous young bartender, she was only 23 at that time. She smiled at me. Turned out she was a fashion model, that she was doing something there. Now she's got her own organic makeup business out living in Carmel, California. Amanda West Reed, Reade. You can Google and see her picture, get some home of the makeup if you want to. She was bartending then, and they had her position. It was a beer joint. They had all kind of foreign beers and stuff in the back. You could, toward the back, you could go drink that. Or they had her at the front bar. It's kind of like designed for people that might just want to mix a drink. And I walked past, and I was flat broke. I didn't have any money. I was not drinking now. I didn't want to go to a bar necessarily. But I would go to some sit-in with the bands and stuff. I looked inside. Made eye contact with her. She smiled at me, and I thought, I'm going in there. And I ignored what I call the yappy lapdogs, those negative voices that we all have in our head. You can't go in there. You're an alcoholic. Besides, she's too young and beautiful. She don't have nothing to do with your old ass. But anyway, I went in there, and she was being so nice to me. I thought, I don't have anything to tip this one. I told her, look, I'm going to drink a lot of tea. Anyway, I said, look, I'm a homeless musician. I don't have any money. I'll drink my water. I know this is in the soup kitchen. I'll drink my water and I'll go. She goes, no, you can stay as long as you like. I like the company. I'd go in early. She hadn't gotten busy, maybe one other person at the bar. And she shared a little bit of her story with me. She had just graduated, got her master's at Vanderbilt. She had a fiance that lived back in Cincinnati. She described him as a hunk. There was nothing between us like that. I was at the bottom of my game, sleeping in the stairwell, flat broke. I'd work day labor once in a while, get a little cash, but she was being. Anyway, this went on for 6 weeks. I was there about every time the bar was open. She never once gave me that feeling, oh my God, not him again. She was consistently, sometimes she'd have my water with lime waiting. And I worked as a street musician a little once in a while. I had a little cash I saved from that. The night of the CMA Award show, I came in. I had left my guitar in my stairwell home, and I wanted to tip her. I was so proud. I don't know how much it was. I say $20 or something. I pushed it on the bar. I said, man, I haven't been able to do this, but I wanted to show you how much your kindness to me has meant. She says, Tony, keep your money. Karma will make everything. Well, that line stuck in my head, and I felt I didn't have my guitar or anything, but I had to do something right then. And I borrowed paper and pen from her. Went to a booth in the back, and with the music coming over the speakers, no guitar, no way to record it. This is what I wrote in less than 20 minutes. It's the last song I've written to back in 2000. I hadn't written it. Haven't been inspired since then. Soft blue eyes and long brown hair. Amanda acted like she didn't care that I was old. She was young enough to be my child. Soft blue eyes and long brown hair. And acted like she didn't care that I was old. I just can't get the feel of going. Oh, she was young enough to be my child. Sitting at the bar drinking coffee black. I gave her a tip, but she gave it back. She said, Carla, make everything alright. Oh, Amanda, you're the angel of my night. Yeah, I really want to give something back to Amanda, 'cause she writes my world and you know that it can't be wrong. If I give my heart and soul right now to Amanda. Man, words of capo threw me off. Is that a fret? It's that old country song. I should just start over, but I'm not. Rain's coming down, so I gotta stay. Too much coffee makes me stay awake, but the whiskey almost took my life. It's getting late, but she's polite. I don't know where I'm staying tonight, but Amanda always lets me know. When the lights are on, there's a place that I can go. Yeah, we wanted you to get back to Amanda, 'cause she writes my world and you know that it can't be wrong. If I give my heart and soul right now to Amanda, and the words and music of a sad old country song. Rain's let up and the coffee's old, so I'll go home where the sheets are cold, and I'll think of her only in my dreams. Would Amanda ever really think of me? The bar's closed, it's her face I see, soft blue eyes looking back at me in a way that say, maybe in another life you could be my man and I could be your wife. Oh Amanda, I think I love you in a way I never ever loved anyone else. Oh Amanda, I'm thinking of you as I'm here in bed all by myself. Soft blue eyes and long brown hair, Amanda acted like she didn't care. Well, I think I'm gonna stop with that. You know, I'm 69 years old. Got to go to the urologist next week to check my prostate out, make sure it ain't got cancer in it. Because some numeric thing that came up, my blood work or something. Both my dad and my granddad, my mother's father, had prostate cancer. So I got to rule it out. I'm not really worried about it. Still got all my hair. But my teeth are all messed up from grinding in my sleep. But many years. I finally got a night guard, but it's too late. A couple of them's chipped. But all things considered, my homeless life, just everything that I've been through, the fact that I'm alive is by the grace of God, totally. I'm going to do one of my Christian songs. I'm going to try to gave my life to God when I was 17. Gave my life to God when I was only 17. I tried to follow Jesus, the things of faith not seen. The world and all its cares and trouble soon discouraged me, like the seed that fell upon the thorny ground. Seed that fell upon the thorny ground. I followed after pleasure and I tried to seek my fame, and I knew that I'd be happy if the world just knew my name. So I sang my songs with passion and I drank myself insane, like the seed that fell upon the thorny ground. Love that note. Seed that fell upon the thorny ground. I gave my strength to women and I thought that I'd be fine, as long as I could get the thoughts of Jesus off my mind. But he would not release me from the love that made him die, as the blood flowed out around his thorny crown. Yes, I left the cape on. Blood flowed around his thorny crown. Now I know Jesus loves me so. For the Bible teeth though. What's left of them? I can't help it. Can't afford implants. Dental implants. I thought I gave my life to God when I was 17. Now I know it was Him who gave His life to me. Once His life is given, it'll last eternally, like the seed that fell upon the fertile ground. Seed that fell upon the thorny ground. You know, there's low notes. One more story, and then I'm going to go. At the Serenade show in Charleston, the first song I did was "Where It Began." I can begin to growing strong. And if this is already a half step to low S with the key of C. I had trouble hitting it sometimes if I didn't warm up my voice, and so these low notes are hard to hit, and I had the capo, but it would have been a little too. Anyway, enough of your excuses, Tony. Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. It's just the reality. I can't afford dentures or dental. I don't want dentures. Maybe dental implants. Oh, these plastic things. I got some once before. I'm gonna order another round with my next Social Security check. That's just this glue stuff that comes with it. Just doesn't work. I tried it once before, about $50. But I was thinking I'll use Fix-A-Dent, one of those dental for dentures that ointment cream stuff, you know, that you put in dentures. Fix-A-Dent, whatever you call it. Try that and see maybe that'll work. I gotta go, y'all. Almost 17 minutes. It's 17.